Yeah, or you can also do it with previous. Let us see if we do it with previous, how it appears. We should experiment everything and see how we can do it. Now let me play it and see how it appears. It doesn't appear good. That is the reason that we are putting it after previous. So once it enters, then we will place it. Now the next thing that we need to do is that we need to create a button with a number and the text. So we'll just go here and create the button. We'll go to the home tab, we'll go to the drawing group, collapse the drawing group, and we are going to use the oval shape, basic oval shape, and draw it here. Okay, and we'll try and position. Now, first thing that we need to do is to remove the outline and say no outline. The button is big enough, and we will do it sizing wise. 2.5 for people who are doing it in centimeters, and people who are doing it in inches will do 1 inch by 1 inch. So 2.5 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. It's look good. Now it's not, we are going to adjust it. Now we are going to go to shape effects and give it a button like row. So preset and preset 2, it comes like a button. And you type number 1 to it, escape button, control B for holding it, and then control plus square close bracket to increase the size to the desired size that you like. If white color is good with you, continue with white color. If not, you can go to the text in the shape format. You also have the text option, so you can go and choose any color of your choice. The white is only looking better, or sometimes you can pick up some fancy color that you wanted to have, or probably the color of the dye, but it will look very dull, so it is good to have in white. Now next thing is that we need a text box here. So we'll again go to home tab, we'll go to the drawing group, collapse it, and in the basic shape, first one is the text. So we'll just drag it from here and draw it, and do caps lock on your key and type your text here, and escape, control B to make it bold, and then increase the size by control plus the close square bracket, and we'll try and adjust it in such a way the center of the circle. So we're going to delete the visual clue, but now we are going to give animation to the number 1. We're going to animation tab, and we're going to give it an appear animation on entrance. So appear animation, it is not on click. Here we are going to work on, it is after previous. After previous. Let us play and see how it appears. We'll play it and see how it appears. Right? It is appearing, but it is coming very fast. So can we increase the, let's say how it looks. Okay. Appears. Now the text, I want it as an entrance, but I want it to fly in. And on the effect option, you'll go and say it, fly it from the left. Okay. Not from the left, on from the right, you'll do it. And it will be after previous. Again, the speed will be increased to select that and save one. And just check it out how it is looking. Just play all of them. Play and see. The button comes, then the text. The text is flying too fast still. So let us go and select the text and then do it 2 seconds so that it is a little slower, right? Now our prototype is ready. However, after the text appear, we want the needle to move to this position, then the button 2 and the text, then the needle will move. So now we have to add animation to the needle. So we will go to advanced animation and add animation. Now here we will do emphasis and we will give a spin. It has to spin to a particular position. But once we play that spin animation, now just look what happens to the needle. The needle moves all the 360 degrees. Zoom, it moves. We don't want it to move all the 360. So we'll go and select it. Here you see a downward arrow. Click on the downward arrow and select the effect option. There you see the amount on the setting. Here you'll click and go on the custom. You will move it to 30 degrees. You remember we did 30 degrees each, right? And twice you will say okay, okay. You will press the button twice as enter, enter. So here we are going to have it 30 degrees and press the button twice, enter, enter. It is by default come. Now you will go to number and the text and you will do Control D and you will drag it and place it here as your visual clue. Now you're going to go and play it and see if it is coming perfectly on position. So every time that you have a text created, let's see if it is happening at the exact position. Yes, it is happening. It is good. Then you will change the number to 2. Then you will go and remove your visual clue. Now again for the needle. Again, you're going to add animation. You're going to give the spin one. Again, you're going to go to the drop down and pick up the effect option. Again, in the amount, you're going to go and type another 30 degrees. Okay. And say 2 times enter. It is happening. Now you will play it again and see first before we go into going and doing the next element of it. So here we go at point 2, it goes and appears. Here is the text. I would want the 2 and the text to move a little outside because the needle is getting stuck. So now I'm going to select this and do Control D. I'm going to drag it and place it here. Now I'm going to again select the needle. I'm going to go and add animation spin. If we go to the drop down, pick up effect, go to the amount clockwise, and you can give it 30 degrees and 2 times enter. Point 4 is over. Now you're going to go and type as number 3. Now you're going to select shift button, select the text, do Control D and drag it and place it down at the visual clue. And you're going to remove this visual clue first, delete it. Then you're going to type number 4. And you're going to play it and see if it is correctly positioned once more. And finally, we are going to do number 5 and we're done with it. That is how. Very good, excellent. Feel nice about its positioning. 3 also appears good. I think 1 need to move a little downwards. 4 is also correctly placed. So now I'm going to remove this visual clue, but 1 need to come a little down. So that the center is pointed accurately. Now I'm going to go and give another effect to this. So I'm adding animation. This is the last time I'm going to add spin animation. Going to the drop down, picking up effects. Then we're going to go to the amount clockwise and finally do another 30 degrees and press 2 times enter. It has come. Now I'm going to select the button number as well as text and do Control D. And I'm going to drag it and position it here. However, before positioning it, now I'm going to, no, really. Position it. Now type it, number 5. And just let us see, play it and see if it is coming correctly. The visual clue has not been placed. 1, it is correct. 2 also is good. 3 is as well good enough for us. And 4 and 5. Let us see. The 5 is also good. So what we need to do is remove the visual clue, and that is how our. So now let us put it on slideshow and see how it works. Exactly, wiping and coming, number appearing, text coming, the needle moves to the second point. Okay, so what happened is that we have not changed the entrance of the needle by after previous. So we have to go select this one. This has to be after previous. We are saying on click. So this is at after previous. Every place that we go, we have to select and say after previous. We have to go select the needle and say after previous. Again, select it and say it after previous. And just do once more the slideshow and see if it is working the way we want it. First, click. Everything by itself should be coming. So good, moves, yeah, the needle moves automatically. The number appeared, the text appeared, and so on. So this is really looking the way we want it. And that is all that we have to do. Keep practicing and learning how to use this tool as much as possible. I have done several times in squares also. I have done in other shapes as well. I have taken a 5 dimension here. You will say, and 10 figure. So how do we do that? All that we will learn in our later classes. And that is all that we have for today. Thank you so much. And